need to make 200 bucks by Sunday.
What do we need 200 bucks for?
What do you mean? We gotta buy beer for the Super Bowl party.
Let's find an outboard to flip.
That's a genius idea. Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Here he is. Here he is.
Hey, this is Chris calling about your Evinrude 99 I saw on Craigslist down there.
Yes.
Would you be available for me to come by today and check it out?
I'm here today, yes.
All right, yeah, could you, if you want to give me your address here, I can head that way. Yeah, if you just had your street address, so I can always just plug it into my phone.
Okay. Yes.
Yep.
Township Road.
Okay. Perfect, then I will be there at about 5 o'clock.
That works for me.
All right, I'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for the call.
Yeah, of course, thank you. Bye.
The old guys are the best.
Oh, I love him.
Oh,
I love him. I'm not even gonna argue with the guy. Like,
No.
I'm not even gonna, but his price is fair.
Just take it for 400.
That's a deal.
Well, yeah.
Let's go. All right, 1993 Evinrude 99, $400. I absolutely could have bought this for cheaper. Probably could have got it for 200. Definitely could have got it for 300, but I paid 400. One thing you gotta know, my kryptonite is the old timers, the old folks. If you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, I'm bringing my A game to the Facebook Marketplace meetup. You're not beating me. But when I see an old timer come out and he's got a bad back and he's got his United States Army veteran hat on, it's like, I'm not even gonna negotiate with you. Whatever you're asking is completely fair, fine with me. I just can't haggle with the old timers. They win, they beat me every time. Having electric start is absolutely awesome. Super desirable motor, and you just don't see these bad boys every day. Ooh, we got a mouse nest in there for sure. Oh, some critter got real cozy in there, without a doubt. So this guy was super funny. He looks at me and he goes, "You see the 2 white Sharpie marks right here?" He said, "When you line up those 2 Sharpie marks, it's gonna start every time." So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the carb off real quick and go through it, clean it out. Just make sure that none of that mouse nest made it inside of our carb. So funny. Time to see if the starter works. Is it a dead battery? Oh. Bruh. Good battery. Uh-oh. Good battery means a not so good starting system. These wires right here are getting pretty warm. I don't like that. So we went ahead and unplugged the battery leads, and now we can go ahead and diagnose why this starter is not spinning. All right, first things first, if we have a good battery, that means either our starter, our start button, or just our wiring in general is bad. Since we did have a mouse living in this engine, I'm leaning towards wiring. The mice in Ohio yearn for the taste of wire. They love electricity. So I'm gonna take this side paneling off and give myself a little more room to look. Go ahead and remove this start button here, see if we can't see anything interesting. I'm gonna disconnect these pin connectors for a moment. Got this disconnected, now we just have the start button and our 2 pin connectors. First things first, we're gonna hook up our outboard's main power cables to the battery. Second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find my positive from those battery cables and I'm gonna remove it from wherever it was. All right, this positive wire here is hot. And as you can see, we are getting 12.4 volts to that wire. So right now, wherever we touch this wire is gonna get 12.4 volts straight to it. We're gonna put it right here on the starter. So when we physically put this wire on the starter, if the starter doesn't spin, we have a bad starter because the starter is getting 12.4 volts. If it does spin, then we know that our start button solenoid relay was bad. Now just be careful because sparks are definitely gonna fly here. And this guy here is the only part in between the battery and the starter, so we can confidently say that this was bad and this is our issue. Good news is I have a part engine over here. It's got kind of a similar start button over here, so go ahead and pull this off and see if it won't work. Yo, I ran out of butane in the little lighter here and I refilled it. I don't know if I overfilled it or what, but I think I actually turned it into a flamethrower. Come here real quick, bro.
Damn!
All right, everything's officially buttoned up here with our new start switch. Let's hook our battery back up and give it another shot. Do you like lowballing people on Marketplace? Do you like making some extra money? Do you like drinking beers in the garage? If so, I think you should consider joining the group that I created. Me personally and my team will teach you how to make money flipping boats and outboards like I do on this channel. We also offer one-on-one mechanic help, so if you got an outboard you can't get going, you can get help from a real licensed marine tech within Boat Buys. We officially have broken over 150 members worldwide. That's right. This is not a United States only thing. For the first time ever, it is 100% free to join Boat Buys. When you join our group, you get a 1-week free trial. If you don't like it, you can cancel whenever you want. No harm, no foul. It's free. Go check us out. Love you guys. All right, now that we got a working starter, I'm gonna go ahead and get some compression numbers on this outboard. Cylinder 1. About 100 PSI on the money. Cylinder 2. About 103, 104 PSI. That is perfect compression. All right, let's look for spark on cylinder 1. Beautiful. Try cylinder 2. Beautiful. All right, she definitely sounds like she wants to go. I'm very confident in my carburetor cleaning job, so the issue is probably just that I need to adjust some of the set screws. You can make some micro idle adjustments with that screw in there. Of course, we can obviously richen or lean out the mixture, and you got a cam adjustment screw in there. There's not a crazy method to the madness here. I'm just gonna try and play with these set screws. I usually just try and richen or lean out the fuel mixture a little bit. You just gotta kind of play with your adjustment screws and see what the engine reacts well to. So I'll play with it for a minute and then I'll get back to you. We got this sucker running perfectly. We posted this outboard on Marketplace for $700. I could have sold it for more, but I wanted to sell this within like 24 to 48 hours. We got a bunch of action on it super quick. We set up a meet at the local Walmart, and here is my interaction with the buyer. Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Thanks again for letting me record.
For sure. For sure.
I know you got the video that I sent. It's got electric start and pull start. Yeah, should be 20.
The same as mine.
Yep.
Looking for a 9.9.
This is it, man. And the gear oil was good. I put brand new gear oil in it, but there was no water in it at all. Cleaned and rebuilt the carburetor completely. It's a really good runner. So
awesome.
If you have any issues with it, I will absolutely, you know, not leave you hanging.
Sweet, man. All right. I'm happy, man.
All right, and we're doing Venmo, right?
Yes.
Let me get my phone real fast.
So I do have that 15 if you were ever interested in it.
I'm always interested in it. You got pictures of it?
I do. There's no electric start, but that's my cat.
Cat's not for sale, I assume.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. So if
Yeah.
you were interested,
I'm
know.
absolutely interested.
But
You have a number in mind of what you want for it?
depend on what someone thought of it.
Yeah. So, and I'll be 100% transparent with you. So, without electric start, I would probably look to sell that for $750 to $800, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I think that sounds.
So, you know, we presume it runs good. If it ran good last season, it might have old gas in it or whatever, might need a fuel system flush, whatever. Probably needs service items. So you say like, you know, 50 bucks. I would offer like 450, 500. That way, you know, I put an hour or two into it. I make a couple $100 on it on the back end. That's just what my process. Like, you can make more selling it on Marketplace, to be completely honest with you. I just want to let, of course, I'm in it to make a little money as well. So
Yeah.
you got my Facebook. So
Sure. And then I'm also in the future going to be looking for another long shaft tiller steer 30 to 40 horse.
30 to 40.
So I'm just putting it in your head. If you ever come across something like that and you're like, I want to sell this,
Yeah.
keep me in mind.
Perfect. Yeah. So we can keep an eye on it.
Sweet,
There we
man.
go, dude.
I appreciate it. I'm excited
Absolutely.
to get fishing in this.
Yes, sir.
Keep me in mind for bigger
Absolutely, man.
horsepower with a tiller steer. 'Cause I don't
You
have
got
that
it.
control.
I come across a lot of stuff, so I'll make some calls and see what I can put together.
Okay, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, you have a great weekend.
You too. And we got the money right here, so that's good to go.